Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy KAIO and I'm back again this time to give you another One Piece video, and in today's video I'm going to be discussing, you guessed it, the latest One Piece chapter. Now if you saw my tweet, yeah, I underestimated them, but I didn't underestimate them that much. I knew that the Akazaya 9 would do something amazing. I thought they'd get a lot of attacks in and managing to hit Kaido, but this damage that they did right at the end of the chapter, which was basically opening up the wound on Kaido, exact same wound, man. That was nuts. That was absolutely crazy, but it was great at the same time, and I can understand why Oda's doing this. I did say I wanted to see the Akazaya 9 have a great battle with Kaido, even though they are most likely going to lose, but yeah, I just did not expect this. If you'd have asked me, say, not the last chapter, maybe the chapter before, or did I say it in the last chapter? It's been so long, obviously we've been on hiatus, but yeah, I don't know. I just don't think I was expecting this to happen. Of course, Kinemon doing the Goatus thing, which was in the last chapter, but no, like, they did a considerable amount of damage, and it makes me wonder how much further they're going to go and where Oda wants to take their fight, to be honest, because I'm hoping that they'll continue this, but I hope it don't go on for too long, because I know exactly what's going to happen. But I will get to that later, because there's so many things that I do want to explain about this fight and the Akazaya 9 and Kaido and where this could potentially end up. And this also will include Luffy as well. I know we've got a little snippet of him, but there is more to it when I get to it, so you understand what I'm going to be talking about. But the part that really got to me the most, the part that I was really hyped about, was Marco. Marco just for being there for one, and two, pretty much telling Big Mom and Perospero that, yeah, like, we had the same mutual goal. Well, this was mainly more towards Perospero because they had their chat. And of course they had the mutual goal of taking down Kaido. And I still think that's going to happen. I still think there is going to be somewhat of a betrayal. I've always said the alliance is going to fall. I think everyone is expecting that to happen. Or is Oda going to do a twist? Maybe, maybe not, but we'll just have to wait and see in that one. But pretty much, Big Mom and Perospero, they know what's going on. They know that they're expecting Big Mom to become the Pirate King, and that she said it was her idea for the whole Pirate Alliance. And then just after hearing everything between that conversation, see Marco just standing there going, well, I know we both had the same mutual goal and that you had the invitation, but I'm going to decline. So he pretty much declined. It was like, yeah, nah, like, you guys do what you want, but he's pretty much confirmed that he's going with the Straw Hats. Like, he's going to take Kaido down. Are we going to get Kaido versus Marco? I would love to see that. Or are we going to get a battle that a lot of people are speculating, because it does kind of make sense. Well, actually, for the majority of it, it does make sense that King and Marco will have a fight. And I would like that. That would be out of this world. But for some reason, I'm still on the Sanji versus King boat. I could see maybe Sanji and King, they're fighting, and Sanji gets knocked back, and then Marco just comes swooping in. They have their fight, and then maybe we might get a Marco and Sanji versus King. That would be really good. But I guess we'll just have to wait till maybe we get a little bit further on and then sort of dive into that aspect, because I do want to make another Wano battle update, because some things have changed since I last made that with Tekken, because we went over a few battles. But in general, yeah, no, Marco, definitely my favourite part of this chapter. I've always been a big fan of him, but just seeing him again and just knowing that the legendary status that he has been with the Whitebeard crew, but pretty much just saying that, do you really think that we're bound to the words of Pops or Whitebeard? And he pretty much was like, nah, we're free to do what we want, because Big Mom's trying to sort of be like, well, you're really gonna help those guys out over like the invitation that we've given you? And Marco's just like, yeah, jog on, you do what you want to do, I'm going that way. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what Marco's got in store for us. And also, wanting to touch on this as well, Perospero's now there, and then the little bit with Carrot, I completely forgot about the whole Carrot situation. It's really bad, because Pedro did die, and the person he was fighting was Perospero. She wants to get revenge. I want to see that fight, Sulong Carrot versus Perospero. It's gonna go down. I guarantee that fight is going to go down. It has to. Come on, just give Carrot her shining moment. Let her take on Perospero. Take him out. Do what you need to do. And do I think she would win? Yes, but I will save that for a future video, depending on when the chapter drops, when the fight actually starts. Please, Oda, I know I said this last time, with Nekomamushi and Inuyasha, please do not skip their fight with Jack and what happens. that happened, and like I said, I hope the anime actually picks up on that and gives us a bit more of a fight, please, because I'm asking this one more time, do not skip Sulon Carrot versus Perospero if that's going to happen, which it seems like it's going to. I want to see that fight because it is an important one. You saw it, it says, I want to get my revenge. Of course, Nekomamushi and Nyurashi had the same thing with Jack, but in this case, come on, it's got to happen. Oda, do it. It has to happen. So, moving along for that with Luffy. Pretty much feels like Marineford, where everyone's coaching him on, go Luffy, just do what you need to do. That was pretty much that. Where does Luffy, Kaido, the Akazaya 9 all tie in? The big thing that I wanted to say where Oda's going with this, it really does make sense that they're pretty much opening up Kaido like this. They're doing a lot of damage. Kaido even says himself, how are they doing so much damage to me when they're nothing compared to what Oden was? And then we see that Oden gave them training of their 2 sword style, and I love that. That was great. You all see him standing there getting ready, and they slice. So they open him up. It's because of the training. The Rio, Oden's just goated anyway, so it just makes sense. Where does Luffy come into this? Because I did want to talk about it. With the fight between the Akazaya 9 and Kaido right now, it goes to show that we're not going to be given any kind of advantage here. Kaido is pretty much getting injured as we speak. Depending on the severity of where this goes within the next few chapters, I don't know whether Oda's going to aim for maybe 2 to 3 chapters or maybe even 5, because we are approaching chapter 1000 and we know something big always happens when it hits that certain number. It makes me wonder what's going to happen. Is this going to be the end of the Akazaya 9? Is it going to be an even bigger tragic death? We don't know. It's going to be one of the things to work out. But for the time being, how far is Oda willing to go with this? Because Kaido's getting injured, it makes sense. And when I say there's no advantage here, Luffy pretty much got injured as well with his fight with Apu and just everything else that's just been going on. Of course, he's been getting the upper hand. And pretty much where Oda's going with this is the fact that he doesn't want Kaido and Luffy to pretty much both have an advantage. And I know exactly where some of this is going to go, is the fact that people are going to be like, oh, it took the Akazaya 9 to injure Kaido for Luffy to beat him. No, it's not like that. At the end of the day, Luffy's taken damage, Kaido's taken damage. I've always said this, I want the Akazaya 9 to get their revenge. They need to basically avenge Oden because that's their guy. That's the guy they looked up to. That's the guy they sort of served and were loyal to. And the fact that he died, they deserve this as much as... Actually, no, they don't deserve this as much as Luffy. They deserve this more than Luffy. It just has to happen. And I'm fine with it. I'm fine with the Akazaya 9 doing this damage to Kaido. Where does this leave Luffy? I'm not trying to say that Luffy is on Kaido's level right now, but you need to sort of wear this guy down, because if you don't wear Kaido down, when Luffy goes into it, not saying he's going to be on that level like I said, but still going to need to take down Kaido a peg or two, that when Luffy comes in, can do as much damage as he can. Same thing with Kaido, because Kaido's going to want to get his damage. Do I still think he'll take out the Akazaya 9? Yes. Do I think they will die? Maybe. I've always said I think they will die. I feel like that was some foreshadowing with their graves, and they pretty much said, well, Kinemon pretty much said that he's ready to die. He doesn't care as long as Kaido goes down. So with all that being said, we're pretty much just going to have to wait and see where this goes with the Akazaya 9. 5 chapters minimum to 8 chapters. Well, the 1000th chapter maximum. I feel like what we're going to get, if this is like a little theory. So pretty much, if we get to the 1000th chapter, this is where the Akazaya 9 sort of go down. Some may die. This is where Luffy comes in, he's like, right, let's go. I'm here. Let's fight. Because I still feel like Oda's going to go to other certain parts and sort of, when it comes to the chapters, he'll still show Luffy getting there. He'll probably show Luffy getting up further and further and further. But he might touch on some other things because there's loads of stuff going on. So he's probably going to want to try and drag it out. Or he may give us for the next few chapters, like we'll get, as you saw within this chapter, like those beautiful double spreads, amazing spreads that he's done. Like, chapter looked phenomenal today, like artwork wise, it was great. But if we get this kind of thing where some of the chapter we go to, I don't know, say some of the Straw Hats like Nami or Zoro or Sanji, Jinbei for instance, or even catching up with the Big Mum stuff a little bit more than what we had today, and even Marco and that would be cool. So what we're getting is, we're getting like a half chapter of everything that's going on outside of the battle between the Akazaya 9 and Kaido, and then he's dropping parts here and there, like in the second half of the chapter like he did today, or maybe he might just do like bits here, transition to a part of the fight where people are talking about the Akazaya 9 and just how if they're worried or how amazing they are or what they're going to do. We might get that kind of thing. It depends on what Oda wants to do, because it could go either way, or we might just get loads of spreads of the fight and maybe Luffy turns up a little bit earlier and we see something amazing from the 1000th chapter where someone is going to die. So we could get it early or we could get it on that chapter. Either way, we'll just cross that bridge when we come to it. So overall, guys, yeah, an amazing chapter. I really enjoyed it. Really happy for the Akazaya 9 getting that damage in, opening up that wound. Like, that really did some damage on Kaido. Even he's like, what is going on? And then you've got the stuff with Marco, which was hype as hell. Can't wait to see what Oda has in store for us with Marco. I know he's got something big coming. Maybe Marco might die. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, it's going to be a hefty battle. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to leave it there. If you liked anything I had to say and you enjoyed this video, please give me a big fat thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments below your overall thoughts. Where do you see this going? Make sure to hit the subscribe button. That'd be great. Make sure to hit the notification bell so you guys never ever miss a post. And just before I wrap up this video, I do have a big Luffy video coming. I'm not going to say what it is or what it's about, so expect that to come out and be excited for that video. So until then, guys, see ya.